welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have part 2 of my homeschool plan with me as we build out the bug unit that I'm going to be using in my upcoming homeschool year with my first grader, my 6-year-old daughter, Vivienne. So I am building a bug unit from scratch, but I am pulling from different resources. So in part 1, if you haven't already checked out the part 1 of my homeschool plan with me, definitely go do that. I will link it up here and I'll put it down in the description box as well. But in part 1, I basically just planned out all of the read alouds that we are going to do. I do also have an entire haul of I think it's 13 different read alouds we're going to be doing over a 14-week unit. I have all of those books in an entirely separate video, so definitely check that out as well. I will make sure that I link it down below. But today we are going to be planning part 2, which is going to consist of coming up with spelling lists. We are going to plan out the worksheets that we're going to be using. We're going to be planning our hands-on activities that we're going to be doing every single week as we study, as we work our way through the bug unit. So I also need to get my hands on an ant farm, so I'm going to figure out how to do that and how to get live ants. So we are basically just going to spend some time together today planning the bug unit, building out our homeschool unit, and I hope that you will grab your cup of coffee with me, and if you've got some stuff to plan too, let's sit down, plan together. If you don't have anything to plan, maybe this will give you some ideas as to how you can structure your own homeschool unit, and it doesn't have to be bugs. Maybe you can use this as like a foundation for another type of unit. Whatever you want to do with this video, I hope it brings you some inspiration for that. So let's sit down and start planning. I've got my coffee, I've got my list of all the things over here, I've got my computer, so let's get started. So we are in my homeschool room right now. I'm just tucked in on the couch. I've got all these pillows and it makes it a very cozy space, so I'm hoping I don't just lay down and relax rather than doing what needs to get done. So right now I am going to get on Teachers Pay Teachers, which is a great resource for homeschool families. It's basically learning materials that have been created by teachers, instructors. They have free materials, they have really affordable materials, worksheets, spelling lists, really any type of resource that you can think of that you might need as a home educator. Teachers Pay Teachers has a lot of that. I like to use them for, again, like I said, spelling lists or math worksheets or just kind of some filler material. So I'm going to get on that website right now and see if I can find any worksheets specific to bugs, just so we have some stuff to do throughout our unit. I am also, this is what I used in the last video, the part 1 of this video. I basically just wrote out weeks 1 through 14, and then I've written down each read aloud that we're going to do for each week. So I'm going to do the same thing for today. I'm going to write weeks 1 through 14 on a separate sheet, and then I'm going to plan out each lesson or activity or worksheet that we're going to be doing in each week. So I want to just take a second to say thank you so much for being here. Wherever you are in your homeschool journey, I want to encourage you. Homeschool is not a destination, it is definitely a journey. So don't expect, if you are new to homeschool, for it to be perfect right off the bat. Even going on 3 years of homeschooling, our days are never perfect. They never look the same. The schedule constantly changes, and that's okay. So please don't be discouraged if you are a new homeschool mom and you're feeling overwhelmed by this unrealistic need for perfection. It's not about perfection. It is definitely a journey, not a destination. Hang in there. You've got this. Before we get too far into the video though, please do me a huge favor. This is a brand new channel of mine. If you're new to this channel, I do have a second channel called Mrs.Farrington where I share vlogs and cleaning motivation. That's my first channel. This second channel is my passion project and a space for me to just share all things homeschool. So if you are into that sort of thing, I hope that you will support this new channel of mine by giving the video a thumbs up and also subscribing before you leave today. I would so appreciate it and I would really love to have you. So let me just show you the Teachers Pay Teachers website if you are not familiar with it. So all I did was enter butterflies into the search because for week 3 we are going to be studying butterflies. I've entered butterflies into the search. When the search came up, these are all of the resources available, and you can see that some of them you do have to pay for. There are so many free resources as well. So right now I'm just selecting free resources because I don't feel like I need to pay for anything right at this moment. But I mean, I don't know, if I see something outstanding, maybe I will. But I have found, where was the one I was looking at? Oh, the life cycle of a butterfly. And then you can see previews of the worksheets as well, which I think is really nice. It also tells you what subject this is good for, the grade level that it is appropriate for, what type of resource it is. So I love Teachers Pay Teachers. It's such a valuable resource as a home educator, so I would highly encourage you to check that out. Okay, so the other resource I'm using is Pinterest because I'd like to come up with some craft ideas to do kind of not every single week, but every week or two. Instead of doing a worksheet, I would like to do a craft. So on week 5, we're studying ladybugs. So right now I am searching for a craft idea. This one is really cute. It seems simple enough and something I might be able to include my 2-year-old in as well, so we like that. Another thing that I am doing as I am printing worksheets, I'm going through and labeling which week they're for. That way I can just stay organized and know, like, I can see myself printing stuff off and then letting it sit and then everything getting all jumbled and not knowing which week it belongs to. So I'm just labeling with Post-its week 2, this will go with week 3, so on and so forth. When I am finished printing all of the worksheets, I will create a folder in here. Actually, sorry, our bottom drawer is for school stuff. I will create a folder that says bug unit, and that's where I'll store all of the worksheets, and I'll put everything in order. That way it's just grab and go when it comes time to teach. Okay, so I also just found this website called Super Teacher Worksheets, just in search of some different worksheets for our bug unit. Obviously, that's what we're talking about today. And I was searching on Teachers Pay Teachers for grasshopper worksheets or a grasshopper activity because that is one of the bugs that we'll be studying in, let's see, week 6. And I couldn't really find anything, so I went to search for something else and this website popped up. This did require a membership, but it was only $24.95 for the entire year. So I thought that might be worth it because look at all of these different subjects that they have available, all of the different worksheets that you can get for these subjects. So I think this will be helpful. Okay, so this is really cool. I'm super excited for this. So this is on the Super Teachers Worksheets. And it's got all of these different, this is exactly what I was looking for. It's got a bunch of different facts about grasshoppers, and then we get down here and it's got a reading comprehension quiz, some vocabulary words. This is, oh, and then the answer key. So helpful. Yay, I'm really excited for this. Okay, I want to give you a little tough love sister advice right now. I get a lot of messages asking how I know how to do stuff, how do I do X, Y, and Z in homeschool, and honestly, I don't have one specific answer. I am learning along the way, and I would encourage you, if you are new to homeschool, to take this opportunity to learn as well. Do some research, just get on Google. That is exactly how I figured out how to homeschool, my homeschool style, what I liked, what I didn't like, and trial and error is part of it too. You can't be afraid to go through some things things that don't really work for you. That's totally okay. It's part of learning. It's part of the journey. So be okay with that and use YouTube. There are so many great homeschool moms that I have followed along my journey that have been so helpful, and I would encourage you to do the same. I've been running most of my life. Okay, I've gotten all of our worksheets planned out, stapled, labeled, organized, all that jazz. And now I'm going to work on sentence copy. If you guys haven't seen part 1 of this video, I explained that I'm going through and making a sentence copy packet where the top of each page will have a fact about bugs, and then Vivienne will be required to copy the sentence below that. And then at the bottom of that, there's some blank space where she can illustrate the sentence copy. So I'm gonna go through and work on that right now. I also went ahead and got Bug Bingo. It is a board game for kids. It says, the beautifully illustrated bingo game features 64 species of bugs from around the world. I thought this would be a fun thing to do on days when we need like a filler activity, particularly, let's see, locusts. I'm having a hard time coming up with a worksheet or finding a resource for locusts, so I think we'll probably try and watch a video that day. We will read the book Bug Hunt and then play Bug Bingo on this day. So that's kind of what I mean by a filler activity. But Bug Bingo was $24.97 on Amazon. I will show you guys that when it comes in. So now I'm going to I'm going to file these so that they are all stowed away and ready to go for the bug unit. Count to 10, then open up my eyes. So I've got all the worksheets in this file. I'm going to create a label for it that says bug unit, so I know exactly where I've put my worksheets, and then we will put that in the filing cabinet. With the words of a lullaby. Of a lullaby. If I never see the light, I wouldn't care, 'cause I'm okay. This is the completed sentence copy packet. So there is a fact about insects at the top of each page, space for Vivienne to copy the sentence, and then space for her to illustrate the sentence down here. Okay guys, my brain is fried. I think I am all done planning for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I am building out our bug unit for the upcoming school year. I'm really excited to dive into this with Vivienne. I've never planned anything like this, so it's just kind of like learn as you go. And I hope that you guys have learned something too. So again, if you have not watched part 1 of this video, I will link that down below. And if you would like to see anything else relative to the bug unit, anything else that I am doing, I would absolutely love to show you more. So if you have questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. I might, once I have the whole thing like really put together and ready to go, I might just do like a quick, here's what it looks like, here's what I'm using, here's how I'm using it, and walk you through it in that way. I will definitely keep that in mind. So that's all I have for you today, and I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and definitely do not forget to subscribe before you leave today. I'll see you next time. Bye. I'll count to 10.